Hello everyone, today we are gonna get started with the mascot, aka the fairies of Fresh Percure. And we are going to start with the first mascot and the main one of the season, Tarte. So let's begin. Tarte is one of the main fairies in Fresh Percure. He is a ferret-like fairy who speaks in a Kansai dialect and ends his sentences with "yeah" or "yippee," and he is the prince of the Sweets Kingdom. Tarte comes from the 6th season of Percure, Fresh Percure. He made his debut in the series in episode 1 of Fresh. He comes from the world called Sweets Kingdom. It has two known relatives, those being his father, Waffle, and his fiancée, Azukina. He does have a mother who he is described to resemble a lot from, but she goes unnamed. Tarte's role in the series is that of a mascot. He is voiced by Taiki Mitsuno, who outside of Percure you may know as the 90s voice actor for Pegasus/Helios in Sailor Moon Supers, and the Japanese voice for SpongeBob SquarePants in, SpongeBob SquarePants. He's been voicing him in the Japanese dub of the cartoon since season 4 of the show. Tarte is a very light brown ferret with a white stomach and has brown eyes, often appearing somewhat red. The inside coloring in his ears are each tan. Around his neck is an indigo cloth-like shawl. Tarte is an anxious, smart-mouthed prince who is known to overreact during situations. But he also has a very kind, caring side to him. When he hears moving stories, he will cry over them exaggeratedly, and he has a bad habit of recalling important details too late. Tarte gets his name from the sweet and pastry of the same name. It's a pastry that is usually a short crust pastry. The filling may be sweet or savory. Some tarts are fruit-based, and sometimes with also have custard. Love is the first Percure that Tarte meets when he comes to Clovertown, and he is highly attached to her. He resides at her house under the guise of an ordinary ferret and is accepted by both her parents. Tarte is looked upon as a family member by Love. When Tarte has surreptitiously eaten Love and Setsuna's ice cream, the two sisters get very angry, and Love comments sinisterly that family members should not surreptitiously eat other family members' food. Initially, Tarte thought Inoue was weird because of her fear of ferrets, and was also hurt by it as she seemed to like all other animals. However, when a Nagarameki forces their bodies to switch and Tarte finds out why Inoue fears ferrets, Inoue accepts and befriends him, and they gain a close bond. Both care a lot for Chiffon, and whenever Inoue gives her a checkup, he is often there with her. Since both of them live in the Momozono household, he also looks upon as a family member by Setsuna. As Tarte gets a stomachache, Setsuna worries deeply for his health, but when she and Love find out that his stomachache is caused by their ice cream that Tarte surreptitiously ate, both sisters get very angry and try to punish him, which he probably deserves. Tarte becomes Chiffon's caretaker in the human world by the orders of Tiramisu. He always is having trouble taking care of her, though, but is later showing a care for her resembling that of an older brother or father. He also knows everything about her normally, such as the ingredients to make her milk, or what to do when she cries. Before the start of the story, Tarte and Azukina were engaged, and their marriage was about to happen until Tarte was forced to take Chiffon to the human world. Tarte is very proud of being Izukina's future husband and often worries about her and her happiness. Kaoru owns a contact that Tarte can get donuts for free by entertaining customers. He also shares the secret of the existence of Tarte and chiffon. Because of his donuts, Tarte greatly respects Kaoru. Tarte has stated that Audrey is an idol of his, and does not seem to mind too much that they know he talks, something he rarely does. During their fight against Nagarameki, he cheers them on. Sometime prior to the story, he and Izukina got engaged. The king and queen are often away, so he often took up on duties. Tarte found Chiffon in the forest in his kingdom as he was leaving. Taking pity on the baby fairy, he took her with him in search for the Percure. He eventually found the Percures and resided with Love Momozono along with Chiffon. After settling down, Inori tried not to touch him as she was trying to cure his backaches. She was afraid of ferrets after a past incident when a slot machine Nagamariki swaps their bodies. Inori experienced the life of a ferret, while he experienced life as a human, including the adorable Percure costume. During the summer festival, he gets excited when he finds out that his favorite comedy team, Audrey, was there in Clovertown for the festival. When Tarte loses the girls, he runs into the team. To his joy, during a fight with a festival toy Nagarameki, Tarte cheered the two on as well as Percure. Later on, Tarte suffers from a stomach ache. When Ayumi Momozono found him, she decides to take him to the nearby veterinarian for help. A reporter also tagged along, resulting in a panic for the girls when they realize Tarte's secret could be exposed. The prince goes back to his kingdom he lived in. Along with the girls there, they learn he is the prince of that kingdom. In the forest, Tarte learns that Izukina has been waiting for him to come back and has released a seal to the Mashim monster. Tarte protects his fiancée and is present for the unlocking of the Clover Oracle of Happiness, aka the Clover Box. Tarte goes back to the human world with a new purpose: guard the Oracle of Happiness from Labyrinth. After arriving in Labyrinth, Tarte and Izukina are tossed into a hole and land into the city center. They spot a lifeless child who they offer a donut to, making the child lively. They then witness the battle between the Cures and Nora on the television. Several citizens lend Tarte and Izukina their hands by helping send out Tarte's encouragement to the Cures. Grateful for how the citizens helped the Cures, Tarte and Izukina thank them with boxes and bags of donuts, cheering them on. After Chiffon is saved and Mobius is defeated, Tarte along with Chiffon and Izukina return to the Sweet's kingdom to get married to Izukina and live happily ever after. Fact 1. Tarte shares the same voice actor with Wisdom from Futari wa Percure and its sequel, and also a minor supporting character named Also from his season. Fact 2. Tarte's full name is revealed as Tarte F. Fumble Nicholas Baboni. I butchered it. He also mentioned that it's longer, though he cannot remember it. I think that's for the best. I wouldn't be able to pronounce it all the way through. Fact 3. In episode 36 of Hakuto Percure, Tarte was seen chatting with Harry over how hard caring for a child is. Fact 4. Tarte loves donuts, which he usually earned by impressing the customers at Kaoru's Cafe. Fact 5. He is the first mascot to refer to himself as a fairy to the Cures. And Fact 6. After the events of Fresh, it is revealed in the follow-up novel that he and Chiffon still travel between the human world and Sweet's kingdom to visit the girls. And that's the end of the information for Tarte. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time as we talk about the baby fairy of Fresh, Chiffon. So, see you next time.